Lawrence Gill here for Eat, Sleep, Boxing, Repeat. I think it's my first ever time interviewing a fellow Watford fan. So back to winning ways in there, Reece Bellotti. I should say, just come off 7th round TKO victory against Dean Dodge for the Southern Area Super Featherweight title here at York Hall. How did it feel to get back to winning ways?
Yeah, great. Listen, I've obviously come off a few losses and it's good to get back in W.
I was going to ask, is it almost frustrating? It's been a fair while since your last fight, not ages, but a good while, and then that was obviously the two before that came very quick. Has it been kind of frustrating not to be able to correct things? You know, you always want to be coming off or win.
Yeah, of course. Listen, that's boxing for you. I mean, I always take the tough fights, and you win some, you lose some, and I've got into W column, so I'm looking to push on.
Obviously, that was quite a scrap. Obviously, finished in the 7th round, but you were boxing in there to some extent and kind of outclassing him on that front, I think, personally. Did the fight go roughly how you expected it to?
Yeah, listen, I knew he was going to be tough. And we was just going to try and wear him down as the fight went on, and that's kind of how it went. So, yeah, it's good. Was there much of a plan? Was it more to box? Was it more to get into a bit of a tear up? You know, from my point of view, I expected you to kind of box and just try and use your better class, but you did have a bit of a scrap at some points. Was that planned, or your coaches having a go at you for that? Yeah, sort of. It's one of them. Like, obviously, I've got 2 weeks' notice, so it's all dependent on the fitness levels. So I felt fit. I did feel fit enough to take the fight, and at times I used to box and chose to fight. And obviously, the fight you choose to fight because you're tired a lot of the time. You know what I mean? So that was a bit of both.
What did you make? Obviously, you said you got this fight on 2 weeks' notice. Did you think the Nielsen and the person who put that and Dean Dodge were maybe underestimating you a little bit, coming off a few losses, in the sense that, you know, that was a big step up for Dean Dodge, and it showed, I think, in the ring there. Do you think maybe you were underestimated because you have had 3 losses in a row there?
No, not necessarily. Listen, Dean's a fighting man, just like any of us. I mean, we take fights because that's what we do, and like you say, it is a big step up for him. But he boxed well tonight, a tough man, and I was just better tonight.
Obviously, now you're super featherweight, you're Southern Area champion, but I assume is the plan to go back to featherweight?
No, not necessarily. Whatever the best option is there out there for me. But I could go down to featherweight. It's not like it's an impossibility. So. Was it quite a lot easier to cut that 4 pounds less? Just if I had more notice, then it'd probably be more easier. But listen, it's the £4 helped me tonight. That's what I thought.
And do you have any kind of plans for the future now? Anything you're aiming for? I saw somewhere that people were saying you should have English. They said featherweight, but even assumed you'd said a super featherweight. Is that the plan? English title shot?
Yeah, listen, we'll have to listen to the options that are out there, and we'll just choose the best one for us.
I can't resist asking you one question about Watford. Obviously, we're at the Etihad tomorrow. What do you make of the team right now?
Well, what do we do? We haven't had a good run.